Annual meeting of the Council, which has been convened as a hybrid meeting. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live, and the meeting agenda pack can be viewed on the Council's website. Everyone participating in the meeting will be attending either in the Council chamber or from remote locations. Members attending remotely must keep their cameras on for the duration of the meeting. However, all attendees should keep their microphones off until invited to speak. Members and officers can indicate they want to speak by pressing the hands up icon. It is anticipated that there may be a number of nominations and votes conducted at today's meeting, where members may vote for the individual member of their choice. The Democratic Services Manager will conduct the votes and then announce the results. I will now proceed to the agenda business. And the first thing I want to note is we now have a new councillor, Councillor Owen Clatworthy, who is at the back. So welcome, Owen. I hope you're all right there and you'll be able to follow things. Right, apologies for absence, please. Any apologies? No? Oh, sorry. Yes, please.
Councillor Tim Wood, he's on holiday.
Thank you. Councillor Amanda Williams.
Apologies, I put my hand up to give Councillor Woods apologies.
You're
Thank
too
you.
eager, were you? Sorry. Okay. Mark Shepherd, please.
Janine Nightingale, Corporate Director, Communities, please.
Thank you. Councillor Ross Thomas.
Councillor Philip Jenkins, Madam Mayor, and Councillor Chris Davis may be late.
Late, but they will be attending, will they?
That's his anticipation.
Thank you. Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Rees-Good.
Thank you. No more apologies then. We'll go on to number 2, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations, please? Any declarations? Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. A personal interest in potential appointment of chairs to committees.
Thank you. Any more? No? Moving on then to receive announcements. These from myself. Firstly, I'll just go over the monthly ones we've had, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 7 this month, as it's only halfway through the month and I'm finishing. But can I express my deepest thanks to all that have helped me this past year. People in Democratic Services, the community councils that have invited me, and all the groups and association. It's been a real pleasure and an honour. And the person I would most like to thank the most is not here, Roger, our chauffeur, because he is sadly missed. Always there with an umbrella and ready to carry a bouquet of flowers and ward off stray dogs, which he has done for me. You don't realise how important it is. It's quite hard carrying a bouquet of flowers and an umbrella and your handbag at the same time. I don't think Hugh David will have that problem, mind, but there we are. So thank you all very much. It has been a real pleasure and an honour, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and thank you for the confidence by May 2026, in accordance with Section 231 of the Local Government Act 1972, with the new mayor to announce their consort. May I seek nominations, please, to elect the mayor for 2025-26? Councillor Martin Hughes.
Yes, I have pleasure in nominating Councillor Hugh David.
Can I have a second? Can I have a seconder, please?
Second,
Sorry.
Madam Mayor.
You were too quick for me then, JP. Thank you. Are there any further nominations? All in favour? Aye. Thank you. Congratulations, Councillor Hugh David, on being elected Mayor for 2026-27. Sounds strange saying that. I understand you're not announcing a consort. Please can you confirm if this is so?
I will be consultless.
Consort, who are you? Never mind. Okay. Number 5, to elect the Deputy Mayor for the period 2026 in accordance with Section 24(1) of the Local Government Act 1972, with a new Deputy Mayor to announce their consort. May I seek nominations, please, to elect the Deputy Mayor for 2026-27? Councillor Ross Thomas.
Diolch, Madam Mayor. I'd like to nominate Councillor Nora Clark.
Can I have a seconder, please? Thank you. Are there any further nominations? Councillor Martin Hughes?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Is there a seconder, please?
I would like to second. Thank you,
Thank you,
Madam Mayor.
JP. We need to go to a vote then, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As I call members' names out, can you please identify the member that you'd wish to nominate, please? Starting from the top, Councillor Sean Aspey.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Anthony Barrow.
Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Freya Bledsoe.
Councillor Nora Clark, please.
Thank you. Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor John Paul Blundell.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Eugene Caparos.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Owen Clapworthy.
Abstain.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Collins.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Hugh David.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Chris Davis. I'm not sure if he's online yet.
Oh, he's not here.
Councillor Colin Davis.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Paul Davis.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Stephen Easterbrook.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Melanie Evans.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Neil O'Farr.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Paula Ford.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Jane Gebby.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor Bennett, please.
Councillor Heather Griffiths.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Gary Haynes.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Dave Harrison.
Councillor Nora Clark, please.
Thank you. Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Martin Hughes.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Malcolm James.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Phil. Oh, it's Councillor Phil Jenkins has sent his apologies. Is that correct? Yes. Thank you. Councillor Mark John.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Jones.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Mike Kern. Oh, apologies. I haven't deleted that one. Councillor William Kendall.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Joanna Llewellyn Hopkins.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Jonathan Pratt.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Rob Smith.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Ian Spiller.
Councillor Nora Clark, please.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Tim Thomas. Councillor Jeff Tilsley.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Graham Walter.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Alan Wathen.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Alex Williams.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Nora Clark, please.
Councillor Ian Williams.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Williams.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Thank you. Councillor Howell Williams.
Councillor Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Williams.
Councillor Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Laneman Stanley.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. And Councillor Tim Ward has given his apologies. Madam Mayor, it's carried for Councillor Bennett, 28 to 17.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Councillor Heidi Bennett, on being voted the Deputy Mayor for 2026-27. Could I ask you to announce your consort, please? Shout it out. Gremlins are in.
My consort is David Bennett, my husband. Thank you.
receive any nominations for the Leader of the Council? Councillor Martin Hughes.
I'd like to nominate Councillor John Spanswick.
Can I have a seconder, please?
I would like to second. Thank you, Deputy Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Are there any further recommendations, please? Councillor Alex Williams.
I'd like to nominate Councillor Ross Penhale Thomas, please.
Is there a seconder, please?
Yeah, second that.
Thank you. Now to go to a vote, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As before, if members can identify the member they'd wish to vote for, please. Councillor Sean Aspey.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Anthony Barrow.
Councillor Thomas.
Thank you. Councillor Freya Bledsoe.
Councillor Penhale Thomas, please.
Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
Councillor Ross Penhale Thomas.
Councillor John Paul Blundell.
Councillor Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Eugene Caparos.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Penhale Thomas.
Thank you. Councillor Owen Clackworthy.
Abstain.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Collins.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Councillor Hugh David.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Councillor Colin Davis.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Paul Davis.
Councillor Spanswick, please.
Councillor Stephen.
Can I?
Oh, jeez. Councillor Stephen Easterbrook.
Councillor Penhale Thomas.
Thank you. Councillor Melanie Evans.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Councillor Neil Farr.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Councillor Paula Ford.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Councillor Jane Gebby.
Councillor Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Councillor Heather Griffiths.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Councillor Gary Haynes.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Dave Harrison.
Councillor Thomas.
Councillor Deli Hughes.
Councillor Ross Penhale Thomas, please.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Hughes.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Malcolm James.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
Councillor Mark John.
Councillor Ross Penhale Thomas.
Councillor Martin Jones.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Councillor William Kendall.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Joanna Clewen Hopkins.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Councillor Jonathan Pratt.
Councillor Spanswick.
Councillor Rob Smith.
Councillor Penhale Thomas.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Ian Spiller.
Councillor Ross Penhale Thomas, please.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
Councillor Ross Penhale Thomas, please.
Thank you. Councillor Jeff Tilsley. Thank you. Councillor Graham Walter.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Councillor Penhale Thomas.
Councillor Alex Williams.
Councillor Ross Penhale Thomas, please.
Thank you. Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Penhale Thomas, please.
Thank you. Councillor Ian Williams.
Councillor Penhale Thomas, please.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Williams.
Councillor Penhale Thomas, please.
Thank you. Councillor Howard Williams.
Councillor Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Williams.
Councillor Spanswick.
Thank you. Councillor Elaine Winstanley.
Councillor John Spanswick, please.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, is carried for Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you. I will invite the Leader, please. Councillor John Spanswick. Yes.
We'll take it with you. We'll just grab it, please.
Aha. Note to self for next year, fix the chamber. Technology. Right, well, thank you all. Thank you for the vote. I accept the fact we're a diverse chamber, not every vote to myself. But thank you for everybody that have voted me, and even if you haven't voted me, I still want to work with every member in this chamber. We have our political differences. Sometimes we get a little bit personal, we don't need to, but I want to work with everybody. We won't agree on everything, but we are one group representing the County Borough of Bridgend and the residents of the County Borough of Bridgend. And on that very matter, I just want to take a little bit of time to outline some of the achievements that this County Borough has done with the marvellous workforce that are behind us all. We sit in this chamber, we don't see the 6,000 staff who are out there day in, day out, whether it's in this office, other offices, or out in the streets, delivering the service. They don't see us, we don't see them, but they serve the County Borough of Bridgend as much as we represent the people of the County Borough of Bridgend. So I won't bore you, and I will send you this sheet out later. There's lots of achievements, of positive achievements, because we tend to hear the negatives in this chamber quite often, and out in the streets, and on social media. But there are lots of positives, and it's time to say thank you to the staff of Bridgend County Borough Council. So as part of the ongoing maintenance of 882 kilometres of roads, 614 kilometres rights of way, a rolling programme investment will see more than 7 kilometres of roads surfaced in the past year, including 39 residential streets. We heard about potholes, my road's not done, this road's not done, but just look at what is being done. For the last year, that work included repairs to more than 3,445 potholes. And in the current financial year, we've done just over 3,000 potholes. Recycling rate, 73% of County Borough of Bridgend, officially named the best performing authority in Wales, dealing with recycling and waste. As part of that, during the last financial year, we recycled 39,000 tonnes of waste, avoided 20,000 tonnes of carbon emissions, and saved approximately £4 million on disposal costs. And in the first year of operating, the £2.3 million waste and recycling centre of Pyle has handled 1,300 tonnes of green waste, over 1,200 tonnes of wood, 690 tonnes of plasterboard and rubble, 426 tonnes of electrical items, 286 tonnes of metal waste, and lots of other plastic and recyclable materials. And as part of that, 62 tonnes of items in good condition have been given a new lease of life through the reuse shop on site at Pyle, finding plenty of uses so things can still be used and not disposed of. We have, believe it or not, 1,194 litter bins across the County Borough, and they've been emptied over 180,000 times in the last year, recycling or collecting, some of that's been recycled, collecting more than 911 tonnes of litter. It's not just about communities directed, there's lots of other things on here, but that's one great example. And there's some great work currently started at the Wenny Road Industrial Estate in Maesteg, preparing a 68-acre site for ambitious redevelopment and regeneration programme. And part of this overall site will be used to develop new employment opportunities and a transport interchange. Moving on to education, its plans went to Cabinet yesterday for the new replacement money to Cumbria Primary School. That's moved forward, and that's part of a wider school education investment, capital investment of nearly £100 million in this county borough. So please don't say we're not investing in education when there's nearly £100 million going into education facilities in this county borough. Over the last year, we completed the rollout of universal free school meals. That wasn't without its problems. Massive thank you to the staff involved. That sounds straightforward, but a lot of work went on behind the scenes, getting kitchens and everything prepared to roll out the universal free school meals for all primary school children, your groups. Play area refurbishment, that's been discussed in here many times. We're delivering upgrades this year to up to 40 play areas across science sites across the county borough, and this initiative will end up, by the time we get to the end of this administration, there's now 98 players that we in ownership. They will all be upgraded and refurbished and accessible. In social services, carers wellbeing service has supported 1,249 unpaid carers within the community. We have delivered seamless partnership working alongside police, health and other agencies as part of a multi-agency safeguarding hub, MASH, which has been located to the top floor of this building as part of our rationalisation plans. We welcomed the Educare Early Help Screening Teams to a new Children and Families Division in April 24 as part of our work in constructing a single front door for children and families in the county borough. The ASIA Domestic Abuse has launched a Leading Lights accreditation for a charity Saving Lives, Safe Lives, the only Welsh council to do so, the only one. And in terms of our ongoing drive to recruit more social care staff, 9 social work students have completed their 3-year degrees and have started working for this council and have taken on further 9 social worker students. Our social worker student, Dominique Lima, has even become the first in Wales to secure a place on the Open University social work degree course via the social services practitioner route. In addition to that, we've welcomed an additional 13 international social workers to the Directorate since March. We had a slightly different theme, the storms. We had the storms earlier this year and last year with heavy rainfall. And again, behind the scenes, the response from our teams across highways, land drainage, emergency planning, communications, town centre teams, customer services and housing solutions all work closely together throughout the night and day to keep our county borough safe and keep things moving. We have, we're the first in Wales to complete the Telecare digital switchover. 2,380 clients catered for the time for change. We got this year, 2025, the Women's Open Golf Championship, the Royal Porthcawl, the largest female sporting event ever to come to Wales, in Porthcawl, in this county borough. The Grand Pavilion, we're all aware of, the enabling works have paved the way for sourcing a main contractor, which has started the ambitious project, will be taking place over the next 2 years, partnering with Welsh Government. And we've also completed the regeneration, the first part of the derelict site, the past of Cozy Corner, and turned into a new visitor destination, retail units, public open space, all where there can be toilets, seating, and a large children's play area with a lovely whale there for children to play on. Not myself, because I got stuck there last time I tried it. The regeneration of Mystake Town Hall been a huge success. Not everybody was happy. We've had debates in here about the cost, but what we have there now is a marvellous facility, not just for Mystake, but the wider county borough, and it's great to see people and the communities taking part of the services in there. Keep Wales Tidy Green Flag status has been awarded across sites in the county borough, with Coitshurst Crematorium in particular in its 15th year of winning the Green Flag award. We've launched Quick Start Agenda, an innovative programme which seeks to support residents looking for employment. We're offering them paid work placements hosted by employers from across the county borough. I won't be much longer, honest Madam Mayor. We've had a social enterprise marketplace, the first ever of its kind in Magenta County Borough, to support growth opportunities for local businesses, and have allocated development grants to 11 businesses within our valley areas. Elsewhere, thanks to effective management plan on Park Street, air quality continues to improve. It hasn't been great over the years, and that's expected to be fully compliant by national targets by 2026. We have the Bridgend College campus, Bridgend Town Centre, and it's Bridgend College, but we worked in partnership with them, and that is part of the wonderful regeneration that's going to be taking place and is taking place for the Bridgend Town Centre. Lastly, I'll say we have undertaken recruitment of a number of key senior management roles. And you'll all be aware, in July this year, we'll have a new Chief Executive joining us, Jake Morgan. But there wasn't just that, there was also the new Head of Adult Social Care and Education. And that will have been 3 major interview processes that have taken place over the last couple of months. And thanks to the cross-party group that took part in that. And that does give us a new start, but a fresh thinking. Some new officers going to be joining us, and it'll be great to see how things work as we progress into the remaining part this year. So all these achievements, that's not everything, but I want to say one massive thank you, not to people in this chamber, to all the staff that work for this county borough, who work day in, day out to produce results for the people of this county borough. So thank you all, and thank you to the staff that work for you.
Thank you, Leader. I'm sorry, I omitted some myself, sorry. I actually did. It's my 90th event that I've attended this week, wearing the chain. And this has been, well, as I said before, it's been such a pleasure. The Citizenship Awards have made me very, very humble when I see the people that have endured and have actually swotted for the citizenship exam that they sit. It's quite hard, as well as being expensive. So I did enjoy them as well. I've also awarded 10 people the Mayor's Award and so many people. We had over 40, I think it was 44, and I had to whittle it down to 11, I think, in the end. And that was a tremendous effort, and there's such a lot of people volunteering in this borough. It makes me very proud to be a member of this council, but that's all I wanted to say. I will now go on to number 8. Sorry?
Please go back to 7 because he needs to announce the cabinet.
Oh, yes, sorry. I'm getting excited then. Yes, the leader to inform the council members to be appointed to the cabinet, including the deputy leader and the cabinet members in the portfolio, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and I'm pleased to inform Council that the Deputy Leader will be Councillor Jane Gebby, sitting to my right, and the Cabinet Member will remain the Cabinet Members as been in the last year in the same portfolios, and I plan after this meeting to send out the list of the portfolios and what areas are covered in them to make sure that all members of this Council are clear which Cabinet Member covers which portfolio. But other than that, there's no proposed changes for the year ahead, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Leader. On to number 8. I will now ask the monitoring officer to present this term, and Kelly will present, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Members, the purpose of the report today is to seek your approval for appointments to the Overview and Scrutiny Committees and to other committees, panels and bodies. These are set out in detail in the Constitution, and members will be aware that the composition and chairing arrangements are often set out in legislation. Details of these arrangements are set out in your report. Members are aware that seats on committees are allocated in accordance with political balance. This is set out at paragraph 3.9.1 and appendix 2 of your report. Members are also asked to consider amendments to the Constitution and amendments to the Schedule of Remuneration. At the April meeting, Council approved amendments to the Overview and Scrutiny Committee structure following a scrutiny review. The Overview and Scrutiny Procedure rules within Section 7 of the Constitution and the size and terms of reference of those committees have been amended accordingly to incorporate the required changes. This is attached at Appendix 4. Following a desktop review, the Cabinet Committee Equalities has been renamed Cabinet Committee Equalities and Employee Relations. A revised term of reference was presented to the meeting of Cabinet yesterday to take effect following the AGM and is attached to your reference at Appendix 5. As you're aware, I can make minor changes to the Constitution as the monitoring officer, and I have therefore amended the contract procedure rules to allow for legislative changes and to incorporate reference to the Contractor Safeguarding Protocol. These changes are set out in paragraph 3.11 of your report, and I'd ask you to note the same. In accordance with the Council decision made in April relating to scrutiny chairs, the Schedule of Remuneration at Appendix 6 will require amendment and approval. To ensure no increase in the overall members' remuneration budget, it is proposed that the Chair of the Appeals Panel is no longer remunerated. Madam Mayor, I therefore take you to the recommendations, and I understand you will be seeking each consideration of each recommendation in turn.
Can I ask for a mover and seconder for the report, please?
Move, Madam Mayor.
I'll second, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Can I take the members to the recommendations and ask if they are all in favour of recommendations 1, 2, 3, 4, as well as 8, 9 and 10, and that everyone is happy with the committee nominations being published and circulated after the meeting?
Aye.
Thank you. Can I now take you to the recommendation 6 to receive nominations for the chairperson and vice chairpersons for the following committees and bodies? Appeals panel. Chairperson nominations, please. Councillor Amanda Williams.
I nominate Councillor Alan Wathen.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Hughes. Is there a seconder? Sorry.
I second, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Hughes.
Yes, I nominate Heidi Bennett.
Thank you. Is there a seconder, please?
I'll second, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. I don't think so. Are there any more? No, we'll have to go to vote then, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Again, could members please announce the member they would like to elect as chair for the appeals, please? Councillor Sean Aspey.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Thank you. Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Bennett.
Thank you. Councillor Anthony Barrow.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor Freya Bledsoe.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Councillor John Paul Blundell.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Eugene Caparos.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Owen Clatworthy.
Abstain.
Councillor Richard Collins.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Councillor Hugh David.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Chris Davis. Oh, I think he's still not in the meeting. Apologies. Councillor Colin Davis.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor, oh geez, 1 second. Paul Davis.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Stephen Easterbrook.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Melanie Evans.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Neil Farr.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Paula Ford.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Jane Gebby.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor Bennett, please.
Councillor Heather Griffiths.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Gary Haynes.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Dave Harrison.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Thank you. Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Martin Hughes.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Malcolm James.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor Mark John.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Councillor Martin Jones.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor William Kendall.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Joanna Twine Hopkins.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Jonathan Pratt.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor Rob Smith.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Ian Spiller.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Tim Thomas.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Jeff Tilsley. Councillor Graham Walter.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Myself, please.
Thank you. Councillor Alex Williams.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Ian Williams.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Martin Williams.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor Howell Williams.
Councillor Bennett.
Councillor Richard Williams.
Councillor Bennett.
And Councillor Elaine Winstanley.
Councillor Heidi Bennett, please.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, it's carried for Councillor Heidi Bennett. Thank you.
Councillor Heidi Bennett is the chairperson nominated. Thank you. And voted on. We go to the vice chairman now for the same appeals panel, please. Do we have first and seconder, please? Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Is it a seconder?
Second.
Second.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Hughes.
Yeah, Councillor William Bennett. Kendall. Right, there we are. My mistake for the day. Sorry.
I would like to second the nomination of Councillor William Kendall.
Thank you. We'll go to vote, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Starting at the top again. Councillor Sean Aspey, please.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Thank you. Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Thank you. Councillor Anthony Barrow.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor Freya Bledsoe.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Councillor John Paul Blundell.
Councillor Kendall, thank you.
Councillor Eugene Caparos.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Owen Clatworthy.
Abstain.
Councillor Richard Collins.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Hugh David.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Colin Davis.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Paul Davis.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Stephen Easterbrook.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Melanie Evans.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Neil O'Farr.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Paula Ford.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Jane Gebby.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Heather Griffiths.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Gary Haynes.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Dave Harrison.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Martin Hughes.
Councillor Kendall.
Councillor Malcolm James.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Mark John.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor Martin Jones.
Councillor William Kendall, please.
Councillor William Kendall.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Councillor Kendall, please.
Councillor Joanna Llewellyn Hopkins.
Councillor William Kendall, please.
Councillor Jonathan Pratt.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor Rob Smith.
Councillor Wathen.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Councillor William Kendall, please.
Councillor Ian Spiller.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Tim Thomas.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Jeff Tilsley. Sorry, could you repeat that, Councillor Tilsley?
Could you repeat that, please, Councillor Tilsley? Could you repeat who you voted for, please? No. We'll pass on. Next one, please, Rachel.
Councillor Graham Walter, please.
Councillor William Kendall, please.
Thank you. Councillor Alan Wathen.
Yes, myself, please.
Thank you. Councillor Alex Williams.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Councillor Ian Williams.
Councillor Alan Wathen, please.
Councillor Martin Williams.
Councillor Wathen, please.
Councillor Howell Williams.
Councillor Kendall.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Williams.
Councillor Kendall.
Thank you. Councillor Elaine Winstanley.
Councillor William Kendall.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, it's carried for Councillor William Kendall. Thank you.
Councillor Kendall is duly appointed. Thank you. Democratic Services Committee, Chairperson nominations, please. And it cannot be from the majority party. Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Tim Thomas, please.
Is there a seconder, please?
Second.
Councillor Ross Thomas, seconded. Thank you. Is there anyone else? No? All in favour? Thank you. Development Control Chairperson nominations, please. Councillor Ross Thomas.
I'd like to propose Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Hughes.
I'd like to nominate Councillor Richard Granville.
Is there a seconder, please?
I would like to second that.
Thank you,
Madam Mayor.
JP. Go to vote, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just checking my table, 1 second. Okay. Councillor Sean Aspey, please.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Is there a seconder, please? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting in front of myself now. Sorry, Rachel, carry on.
Okay. Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Granville.
Councillor Anthony Barrow.
Councillor Granville.
Councillor Freya Bledsoe.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor John Paul Blundell.
Councillor Richard Granville, please, Rachel.
Councillor Eugene Caparos.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Hughes, please.
Councillor Owen Clatworthy.
Abstain.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Collins.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Thank you. Councillor Hugh David.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Thank you. Councillor Colin Davis.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Paul Davis.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Stephen Easterbrook.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Thank you. Councillor Melanie Evans.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Neil O'Farr.
Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Paula Ford.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Jane Gebby.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Myself.
Councillor Heather Griffiths.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Gary Haynes.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Dave Harrison. Councillor Harrison.
Councillor, was it Della Hughes?
Thank you. Councillor Hughes. Councillor Della Hughes.
Myself.
Thank you. Councillor Martin Hughes.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor Malcolm James.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor Mark John.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor Martin Jones.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor William Kendall.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor Joanna Llewellyn Hopkins.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Jonathan Pratt.
Councillor Granville.
Councillor Rob Smith.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Ian Spiller.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
Councillor Hughes.
Councillor Tim Thomas.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Councillor Jeff Tilsley. Councillor Graham Walter.
Councillor Richard Granville, please.
Councillor Alex Williams.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Apologies, I missed Councillor Alan Watson.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Thank you. Councillor Ian Williams.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Councillor Martin Williams.
Councillor Hughes, please.
Councillor Howell Williams.
Councillor Granville.
Councillor Richard Williams.
Councillor Granville.
And Councillor Elaine Winstanley.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, Councillor Richard Granville.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Granville is thereby appointed. Thank you. We'll go now Development Control Vice Chairperson nominations, please. Councillor Martin Hughes.
I nominate Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Is
And I would like to second that nomination, please.
Thank you very much.
Madam Mayor.
Are there any more nominations? Are you all in favour?
Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor. Sorry, I didn't put my hand up. Could I nominate Della Hughes as the deputy?
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah. Seconded. Thank you.
Second,
Go to
Jerry.
vote. Go to vote then, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Sean Aspey, please.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Thank you. Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor Anthony Barrow.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Thank you. Councillor Freya Bledsoe.
Councillor Hughes, please.
Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor John Paul Blundell.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, thank you.
1 second. Okay. Councillor Eugene Caparos.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Nora Clark.
Councillor Hughes, please.
Councillor Owen Clatworthy.
Abstain.
Councillor Richard Collins.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, thank you.
Councillor Hugh David.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Richard Collins. Right. Councillor Colin Davis.
I thought I'd already voted, Richard, thanks.
Oh,
Simon Griffiths, Richard
thank
Collins.
you. Sorry, my thing's going. Councillor Paul Davis.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Thank you. Councillor Stephen Easterbrook.
Councillor Delahuse.
Thank you. Councillor Melanie Evans.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Neil O'Farr.
Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Paula Ford.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Jane Gebby.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Heather Griffiths.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Myself, please.
Councillor Gary Haynes.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Dave Harrison.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Myself, please.
Councillor Martin Hughes.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor Malcolm James.
Councillor Della Hughes.
Councillor Mark John.
Councillor Delahuse.
Councillor Martin Jones.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor William Kendall.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Joanna Llewellyn Hopkins.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Jonathan Pratt.
Councillor Griffiths.
Thank you. Councillor Rob Smith.
Councillor Delahuse.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Ian Spiller.
Councillor Delahuse, please.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
Delahuse, please.
Councillor Tim Thomas.
Councillor Della Hughes, please.
Councillor Jeff Tilsley. Councillor Graham Walter.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
Councillor Delahuse, please.
Thank you. Councillor Alex Williams.
Councillor Delahuse.
Councillor Amanda Williams.
Councillor Delahuse, please.
Councillor Ian Williams.
Councillor Delahuse, please.
Councillor Martin Williams.
Councillor Delahuse.
Councillor Howell Williams.
Councillor Griffiths.
Councillor Richard Williams.
Councillor Griffiths.
And Councillor Elaine Winstanley.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Oh, apologies. Councillor Colin Davis.
Councillor Simon Griffiths, please.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, it's carried for Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Therefore, Councillor Simon Griffiths is appointed. Go on to Licensing Committee and Licensing Act, please. Chairperson nominations, please. Councillor Martin Hughes.
I'd like to nominate Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Is there a seconder, please?
I would like to second that nomination.
Thank
please,
you very
Madam Chair.
much. Are there any other nominations? Are we all in favour? Thank you. We now go on to the Vice Chairperson of the Licensing Committee, please. Councillor Martin Hughes.
Nominate Councillor Richard Williams.
And I would like to
seconder?
second that nomination,
Thank
please,
you very
Madam Mayor.
much. Are there any more nominations, please? No? Are we all in favour? Thank you. Go on to Town and Community Council Forum, Chairperson nomination, please. Councillor Martin Hughes.
I nominate the leader.
Thank you very much.
And I'll second that nomination.
Thank you very much. Town and Community Council Forum, Vice Chairman, please. Martin Hughes, please.
Nominate the deputy leader.
Thank you very much. Seconder.
And second.
Just
Thank
of note, Madam Mayor, I'm not a man, I'm a woman.
I never had any.
It's chairman. You asked for vice chairman.
I could answer that, but I won't. Thank you very much. Duly appointed. We will now take a 5-minute comfort break, please. 5 minutes only. Thank you. And can I now take you to recommendation 7 and receive nominations for the chairpersons of the Overview and Scrutiny Committees, please? Corporate Overview and Scrutiny Committee chairperson nominations, please.
Madam Mayor, I'm having some technical issues. I've been kicked offline, so I'm not in the meeting, but I am in the meeting. I'm trying to get back online.
Stick your hand up.
I was. Sorry, I was trying to bring your attention. I don't know. I'm trying to fix it, but I'm literally just not online, so I'll try and get back in now.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Ross Thomas.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Mayor. Madam Mayor, you did offer me an opportunity earlier just to congratulate you and thank you, Llongyfarchiadau, diolch o galon, for your year of office.
Oh, thank you.
You
Sorry,
certainly brought some flair to the front seat there over the last 12 months.
That's one way of describing it.
It's been lovely to see you in events across the county borough, in particular in and throughout the Llanview Valley over the 12 months. And I recall particularly you being taken aback by the wig I wore on stage for My Stag Musical Theatre Society.
Oh, don't remind me.
I promised the incoming mayor something very...
I think it was the tights that threw me.
I promised the incoming mayor something equally fetching this year. And congratulations to Councillor Hugh David, 21 years of service to the authority. He certainly earned himself the prestigious position of mayor, so congratulations.
Much appreciated. Thank you, Councillor Thomas.
On that note, my nomination for Corporate Overview and Scrutiny Committee, and my thanks to Councillor Alex Alberini-Williams for the sterling work he's done over the last 3 years. Unsurprisingly, my group's nomination is Councillor Alex Alberini-Williams.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else?
Seconder.
Is there a seconder?
I'll second.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? No? Councillor, I'm not going to say that. I can't even say it. Williams? Thank you. That's better, Alex. Duly nominated. Thank you. Social Services, Health and Wellbeing Overview and Scrutiny Committee, please. Chairperson's nominations. Councillor Ross Thomas. Or is that a legacy hand? It's a legacy hand, right? Okay.
Can't follow that. I'm really sorry, but you did attend my grandmother's 100th birthday, so thank you very much.
Oh, Elvis.
Yes, Elvis was there too. Yes, so my group's nomination is Councillor Freya Bledsoe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there a seconder, please?
Second.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations, please? No, I won't. No, of course I won't. Okay. Therefore, that's carried. Thank you very much. Communities, Environment and Housing Overview and Scrutiny Committee chairperson nominations, please. Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And not well done. I must follow the other group leaders. Well, I don't must, but I really would like to thank you again for your service as Mayor, and having done that myself during COVID. Didn't have such an exciting time as you have, perhaps, but it's amazing privilege to be in that position, and thank you very much for keeping us in order the best you can over the years, and all the work you've done out there, the visits across the community. I thought you should throw that at me then. No, so thank you, Madam Mayor. And on that note, the first nomination for the Education Youth Services Overview and Scrutiny Committee is yourself, Councillor Heather Griffiths.
We're on the communities.
All right, communities, we'll go that order, sorry. Communities, Environment, Housing Overview and Scrutiny, Councillor JP Blundell. And the Education and Youth Services Overview and Scrutiny, Councillor Heather Griffiths. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Is there a seconder for the first nomination, please?
Second, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
Second both, Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much. Any other nominations, please? Therefore, those are carried. Thank you. Sorry, Councillor Alex Williams.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. Sorry to bring the mood down because we're so friendly this afternoon, but I'd just like to note that I don't believe that it's conducive to good scrutiny that we have two members of the executive group scrutinising the administration. I just like that noted. I think it would be far preferable for opposition members to scrutinise the administration. I know that we're limited by legislative issues regarding this. However, I would say that regardless of the colour of the administration, and I think that it's regrettable that we have two subject overview and scrutiny committees chaired by the party of the executive. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll just check that. Just being noted. Yeah. Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That will be noted, but as I have explained and is set out in the report, The allocations are based on the political balance rules, the guidance, the measure, and the regulations.
Thank you. I will go on to number 9, the proposed programme of ordinary meetings of the Council and Council committees. I will now ask the Monitoring Officer to present this item. Kelly, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The purpose of this report is to propose a programme of ordinary meetings of the Council and Council committees as required by the Constitution. The dates of the Council meetings from May 2025 to April 2026 are set out at paragraph 3.1, and it includes the date to consider the budget proposals, which is the 25th of February 2026. It should be noted that this is subject to change depending on the timeline of the Welsh Government settlement announcement, and other meetings are set out in Appendix 1. Members are asked to note that where possible we try to avoid holding key meetings during school holiday periods. However, there are some occasions where this isn't possible due to the statutory reporting deadlines. Any changes to the date of meetings will be approved by the Mayor, the relevant chair, in consultation with group leaders. Council is also asked to approve the proposed programme of meetings and note the provisional draft for 2026-27 at Appendix 2. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Can I ask for a mover and seconder, please? Councillor Jane Gebby.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. I'm happy to move the report. Thanks very much, Kelly. Can I propose that we move the Town and Community Council Forum, however, on the 18th of August to another date? Most Town and Community Councils don't even operate during the month of August, and they're all off themselves.
No,
Thank you.
Yeah. Councillor Martin Williams.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Mayor. I note that we don't have a full council meeting in December of this civic year, and to echo the leader's words earlier, we have a hard-working workforce out there, many of whom will be working right up to Christmas and through indeed the Christmas period. I think we've got plenty to do. The leader referenced the hard work that this council is doing. There's plenty to discuss. And I think not only would it be the right thing to do to get through the workload that we have, but I think it would send the right message that we also, as elected members, are working right up to the Christmas period. Thanks. So I'd like to propose that as an amendment, please. A December council meeting. Thanks.
Is there a seconder, please?
I'm happy to second that, Madam Mayor.
Kelly.
If I can just clarify, we haven't had a December meeting for at least the last 2 years and maybe even longer. We didn't notice this year that there was any business that was hanging over that we needed to have special meetings to call. So in my view, based on the forward work programmes, I don't see there's a need to have an additional meeting. We could be scrabbling around for business, and I think that's equally as bad a luck as having not having a meeting. But obviously it is a matter for members.
Thank you.
So, first of all, is there a seconder for the deputy's proposal?
Is there a seconder for the DEP's proposal to have no town and communities?
I will second the DEP's proposal.
Thank you. And
so can I just confirm, are we all in favour with the deputy's proposal to move the town and community council? Aye. And then, are we all in favour of Councillor Williams' amendment? And no? So we'll go to a vote.
Go to a vote, please, Rachel.
For the leader's hand.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And I fully accept that the motion put forward about December, but the fact that there's not a council meeting scheduled for December doesn't mean that the council or the cabinet or any councillors here stop working. And from my recollection of last December and previous Decembers, work carries on as normal. But should there be a need for a meeting, if there's urgent business there, we have our informal forward work programme, and that could be slotted in should there be the need. But as happened last year, there wasn't a need, there wasn't any urgent business, but business still carried on. Cabinet meetings the day before, Development Control Committee is that week in December. So it's not as if there's nothing going on in December. So if it doesn't need to be a meeting, we don't have a meeting for meeting's sake. But if there is urgent business, well, a meeting can be slotted in at that time. But I fail to see, based on the Monitoring Officer's advice, we don't need to have one there scheduled at this moment in time.
Thank you. We'll still need to go to a vote, though, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Sorry?
Apologies.
Some of the speakers.
Is that a legacy hand, leader? Yep, okay. Councillor Alex Williams.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I appreciate both perspectives, actually. I agree with Councillor Williams that potentially we could have a meeting in December, but I also acknowledge Councillor Spanswick's point of view that we will continue working as a local authority throughout the month of December, and all staff, all cabinet members and all councillors will do so. However, we could take the opportunity, rather than being talked at sometimes, that's the perspective that some members have, is that we could have a state of the county debate, we could have questioning, we could have motions which we could consider, so that this council can meet and discuss the issues which the local authority faces going forward. This would be just before we look at the budget and the midterm financial strategy, and it would give us an opportunity to rehearse some of the pressures and the ongoing risks which the local authority face. So on that basis, I would third or fourth Councillor Williams's suggestion.
Yeah. There are a few people there wanting to speak, but this really isn't up for debate. Really, if we vote, it'll cut the process. So we'll go to the vote, please.
Can I just explain? Yeah. So if you are for the proposals to add in the December meeting, it'll be for, and obviously if you're against the proposals, it'll be against.
Rachel. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Sean Aspey, please.
Against.
Councillor Heidi Bennett.
Against.
Councillor Anthony Barrow.
For.
Councillor Freya Bledsoe.
For the meeting.
Councillor Stephen Bledsoe.
For the amendment.
Councillor John Paul Blundell.
Against.
Councillor Eugene Caparos.
Against.
Councillor Nora Clark.
For.
Councillor Owen Clatworthy.
100% for.
Councillor Richard Collins.
Against.
Councillor Hugh David.
Against.
Councillor Colin Davis.
Against.
Councillor Paul Davis.
Against.
Councillor Stephen Easterbrook.
For.
Councillor Melanie Evans.
Against.
Councillor Neil Farr.
Against.
Councillor Paula Ford.
Against.
Councillor Jane Gebby.
Against.
Councillor Richard Granville.
Against.
Councillor Heather Griffiths.
Against.
Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Against.
Councillor Gary Haynes.
Against.
Councillor Dave Harrison.
For.
Councillor Della Hughes.
For.
Councillor Martin Hughes.
Against.
Councillor Malcolm James.
For.
Councillor Mark John.
For.
Councillor Martin Jones.
Against.
Councillor William Kendall.
Against.
Councillor Maxine Lewis.
Against.
Councillor Joanna Llewellyn Hopkins.
Against.
Councillor Jonathan Pratt.
For.
Councillor Rob Smith.
For.
Councillor John Spanswick.
Against.
Councillor Ian Spiller.
For.
Councillor Ross Thomas.
For.
Councillor Tim Thomas.
For.
Councillor Graham Walter.
Against.
Councillor Alan Wathen.
For.
Councillor Alex Williams.
For.
Councillor Amanda Williams.
For, please.
Councillor Ian Williams.
For.
Councillor Martin Williams.
For.
Councillor Howell Williams.
Against.
Councillor Richard Williams.
Against.
Councillor Laneman Stanley.
Against.
Madam Mayor, the vote is carried against the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, so the amendment has failed, so now you're just deciding whether you accept the schedule of meetings as set out in the report. With the amendment that's been agreed for the Deputy Leader in relation to the Town and Community Council Forum meeting.
Are you all in favour? Aye. Thank you. We'll go on to number 10, representation on outside bodies and other committees. I will now ask the Monitoring Officer to present the item. Please, Kelly.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The purpose of this report is to seek your approval for the appointment of members to the committees and bodies as set out in Appendix 1 of your report. As always, it is proposed that members are appointed for a term of 1 year and that where nominated on the basis of their role, the appointment is attached to the role and not to the individual member. I therefore take you to the recommendations and Madam Mayor will ask for nominations.
Can I take members, as I say, to the recommendation, please, and receive nominations for the member of the South East Wales Corporate Joint Committee, Joint Overview and Scrutiny Committee. Councillor Martin Hughes, please.
Yeah, could I nominate Councillor Simon Griffiths with the Deputy John Paul Blundell?
I'll second both nominations then.
Thank you. Are there any further nominations, please? No? All in favour? Thank you. I will now receive nominations for the Deputy Member of the South East Wales Corporate and Joint Committee, Joint Overview and Scrutiny Committee. Oh, you've just done that, yes, of course you have. Right, turn over. Oh, we are getting there. So look, hang on, I've turned over 2 pages. Can I receive nominations for the South Wales Police and Crime Panel to be 1 member from the majority party, please? Councillor Martin Hughes.
Yeah, I'd like to nominate Councillor Joanna Llewellyn-Hopkins, please.
And I would like to second that nomination. Thank you.
Are there any other nominations, please? No? All in favour? Thank you. Next, are all in favour of the proposal for the South East Wales Strategic Planning Group Representative to be the chairperson of the Development Control Committee? Can I seek nominations for the South East Wales Corporate Joint Committee Governance and Audit Subcommittee, which needs to be a non-executive member, please? Councillor Martin Hughes.
Yes, I nominate Councillor Simon Griffiths.
Do I have a seconder?
And I would like to second that one.
Thank you
Madam
very
Mayor.
much. Are there any further nominations, please? Are we all in favour? Thank you. Finally, can I seek nominations for the South East Wales Corporate Joint Committee Standards Subcommittee, which also needs to be 1 non-executive member, please? Councillor Martin Hughes.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Councillor Simon Griffiths again.
And second that one as well, please.
Thank you very much. Are there any further nominations, please? No? Are we all in favour? Thank you. And now we come to number 11, to invest the Mayor of Bridgend County Borough Council for 2025-26. Council has approved the nomination of Councillor Hugh David as Mayor of Bridgend County Borough for the year 2025-26. I now invite Councillor David to formally accept the office of Mayor. Is it a yay or a nay?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I, Hugh David, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty the King, Charles III.
Thank you very much, Councillor David. And I wish you very well in your term of office. I will now ask the Mayor to say a few words. Your turn to sell yourself.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm exceptionally proud to have been elected as the new Mayor of our county borough. Thank you for all your support. It's truly appreciated. I am very pleased to announce that the Forum and Voice for Young People in the county borough, Bridgend Youth Council, have cast their ballots too. So huge congratulations to the new Youth Mayor, Phoebe Evans, and to the new Deputy Youth Mayor, Adam Cloutier. I think they deserve a round of applause too. My special thanks to the outgoing Mayor. They are indeed big Garrow Valley shoes to fill, but I will try my very best.
Only take size 3s.
Together with the new Deputy Mayor, Councillor Bennett, I am looking forward to serving all our towns, valleys, villages, hamlets, all fantastic communities that we are all very lucky to represent. Thank you. Outgoing Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much. And now I would like to introduce another Garrow girl, actually. The Council has approved the nomination of Councillor Heidi Bennett as Deputy Mayor of Bridgend County Borough for the year 2025-26. I now invite Councillor Bennett to formally accept the office of Deputy Mayor, please, Heidi.
I formally accept, Madam Mayor, and thank everybody for their support, and also echo the warm words of Councillor Hugh David in recognising your contribution to the mayoral role in the past year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I believe David, your husband, is going to be your consort.
Yes, Madam Mayor.
I welcome David as well as your consort. And that, I think, is the end of the meeting. So can I all thank you very much once again for all your support, our friendly banter. I've really enjoyed myself. So thank you all very much, everybody. Thank you.